Oh, darling, just before you go, just to let you know that we're getting another cat. What? What do you mean you're getting another cat? We? Don't put it in the plural. I can't stand the things. You are getting another cat. Why are you getting another cat? I can't stand the one we've got. I can only just barely tolerate Stan, because he's been neutered and has eaten himself to a standstill. Well, darling, Adrienne is giving Timmy her cat before she sets off to Oxford. She doesn't think that Reggie will make the journey, and if he does, she thinks that the change will probably, well, it might sort of really upset him far too much. Reggie? That Tassie tiger thing that she's got? That's worse than a Tasmanian devil. I'll trust you to accept some sort of lesbian attack cat from one of your LBG team members. Don't be ridiculous. The thing's as friendly and as soft as an old pensioner. It's ancient. Exactly. Bad-tempered, ancient, and pensioners are not friendly. Old people are not friendly at all. You should never, ever accept second-hand strays or used dogs' pets of any sort from pounds. They're leftovers for a reason, and they hold the personality of their previous parents. This thing that you're accepting, it'll be nothing but a neurotic nightmare if it's hers. Adrienne is one of the most balanced karmatic people. I know, she's totally tranquil. She's tranquil now because she's been tranquilized. She takes a bowl full of barbiturates for breakfast and almost a sleeve of some sleep-easy sedatives at night. That's the only reason that she's calm. I mean, come on, you remember what happened? We all have a few gremlins and DSM codes. It's not uncommon, you know. She was sectioned twice. She's a psycho if she's off the pills. Just because she's one of your semi-lesbian lunatics doesn't mean she tried to kill her partner with some egg whisk or something. Remember? She was detained, just into the custody suite, given a talking to, a statement. There's no charges. It's just a normal thing that happens between two people, when they're in a relationship. What are you talking about? Look downstairs at the one that Lindsay's got, lesbian Lindsay downstairs. Frida, Frida Kahlos? That's another thing that tries to tear my testicles off every time I come in from the boozer. It's not the cats that's the problem, darling. It's you. You're giving off some strange pheromone or something. It's not pheromones, my love. It's fear. It's because I'm terrified. I'm frightened of them. I always have been. I've told you that. Anything with razor-sharp claws on the corner and fangs at the front, which has a tendency to tear apart little fluffy things, similar to myself, I'm scared of. You know that. Well, I'm sorry, darling, but you'll just have to man up and stop being such a chicken liver, because Timmy, he's fallen in love with the cat. I've explained many, many times, have I not, that I am a coward. I come from a long line of cowards. I wouldn't be surprised if we aren't amongst the nobility of cowards. We'll probably have emblems and garters in yellow. Don't be foolish. It's because you've been chemically castrated with booze. If you stop drinking so much, probably your testosterone would return, and you'd not be scared of the wind or the rain. Oh, God. I am a coward. I have yellow running down the full length of my spine. Oh, be quiet. Anyway, the cat's got to stay. It's too old to make the journey. You have to just get used to it and get some testosterone back so that the thing runs from you. Listen, my darling. That is what it's trying to tear off. This, attack cat is trying to probably, in a sense, get me to join your estrogen club. It's trying to take my bollocks off. They always do. I thought you said you hadn't got any testosterone. Well, there's probably a trace or a scent of it there, but anyway, it'll not be content until it gives me a clean, smooth seal, such as yourself. The cat can't. It's got to stay, I'm sorry. Oh, my God. Look, this Reggie thing. It's got talons like a golden eagle. She hasn't even bothered clipping its claws or even trying to file down its fangs. The thing will do some serious damage to the children, not just me. You are a coward. You're paranoid. It's probably because you've got some trauma trigger from your past. That's right. Of course I have. I have mentioned this to you. I have been worried by these feline, ferocious freaks. My mother, who, as you know, was a bisexual bulimic catastrophe, once tried to introduce some old Siamese thing to my pedigree boxer dog. It almost blinded the dog and me. It raked its way all up me until I was in blooded ribbons. I almost lost an eye. The scars, see? There. That is not a hair lip. That is where it split my lip in two. Yes? Oh, darling, you're over-egging things again. Look, I used to come home to find this thing running around the walls. It sounded like some sort of wall of death motorcycle, screaming. It's no joke. Is this the joke about where it runs out of petrol, darling? Darling, I'm being serious. They are terrifically vicious things. Oh, man up, come on. And remember, do you remember the crazy art student that I once told you about? Olga? And her cat? That big, fluffy white thing that she used to call Sugar Babe? Oh, here we go again. No, come on. Remember what happened in the middle of one dark and lonely night? That thing played with my two little testicles as though they were cotton bobbins, remember? And I spent most of the night in a Barcelona hospital being stitched up, blood everywhere. Look, the cat is staying. We have taken a vote, and the children want to keep the cat. My godchildren are 7 and 4. You have had a vote. They're not old enough to vote. Our house is a democracy. We've had a vote, and they would like to keep the cat. They are going to keep the cat. I see. Why have you done this? You know I don't like cats. In fact, I can't stand the things. Yeah? Well, we've had a vote. So they voted to keep this shagged-out moggy instead of me, then, eh? The thing's about 95 years of age, with gingivitis. All you're doing is buying into grief and vet bills. Timmy wants it. Okay? Lily's got hers, Stan, and Timmy wants one for, to sleep with. You're actually going to put this strange, ferocious thing into Timmy's bed. Oh, where are the Judas little shits? No, don't be like that. It's amazing, isn't it? They've managed to snatch their Christmas money, and one of them, I can see why now, has contracted me into giving him an advance on his birthday money. Typical. They are totally mercenary, coin-operated money machines, just like you. Don't start with your mudslinging. A vote is a vote. Well, I'm telling you this here and now. That red-faced Reginald, whatever... You've not heard the last of this. I'll be damned if some catus domesticus is going to get the better of me. And another thing. It's about to croak anyway. Don't expect me to come snivelling back when it does. Oh, you need to man up. Stop acting so silly. You see that... I'll tell you what I'll see. You will see that thing will do some damage to somebody. I don't know what's the matter with you. You're not scared of Stan's, and he's a lot bigger than this, than Reginald. And that's another thing. When you got Stan, you said that it was a miniature cat. Look at the size of the fat thing. It's as big as a bag of coal. It can't even get through its own cat flap. Well, it's never out of the bins. But you said it was a miniature. Anyway, where's Judas and Jezebel? I suppose they don't want to see John the Baptist before he gets his bloody head cut off. They're playing with their new cat. Don't disturb them, darling. Don't disturb them. Well, of course not, darling. Oh, no, I'll leave via the tradesman's entrance in my stocking feet. Heaven forbid! If anyone should feel a guilty pang at my exit. Nay, exile!